first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
In motion left goes Cooks. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The Bears had 1-7 now in the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
11 empty. Hey,
in motion left goes Cooks. They go play action with Burrow.
Caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
In motion left goes Cooks. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 24, Burrow.
And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They go play action. Mayfield. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. A first down throw for Mayfield.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mayfield off the play fake.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons.
Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, it usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. In motion left goes Cooks. Burrow on play action.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mixon with a first down carry.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Joe Mixon
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
He's got the connection to Moore.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 7-7, our score after 1. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here. I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game. Plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. A good run by Chubb on 1st down as he'll get about 6 yards there.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play fake, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield on play action. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And Allen's got it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. To throw, Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll run with Chubb. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Chubb again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Mayfield to throw it this time. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion left goes Cooks. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest when the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 3rd down, Mixon. As strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. In motion left goes Cooks. Back to Mixon on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion left. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. In motion left goes Cooks. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown Bears. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. Mayfield on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Mayfield to throw it. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It got his man complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history and tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Man, this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On second down, here's Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Burrow going for it on fourth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first.
And that's a big pickup on first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Mixing up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Chicago.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Elijah Moore.
36 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes this a 9-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until...
And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys have been a little bit better, Charles. And a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Hurry! Up! Regular! Hey,
From the 38, Mayfield.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Fourth down, Mayfield. Caught by Allen. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing, Mayfield. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. Here we go on 4th down. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nick Chubb. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Gano the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
12.
In motion left goes Cooks. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
11 Thomas. 11 empty tape. 11 empty tape.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On 2, ready? Twelve.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's got Granson, his tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, All you want to do is get behind those big...
Touchdown, Falcons! Nick Chubb, 31 yards. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
On one, right?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
11.
On 2nd and 7. Burrow escaping the pressure right.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Gun. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11.
In motion left goes Cooks. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading...
And it'll be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And Allen's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Going back to Allen, he's got him again.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Hey, alert! Hey, alert 33. Point it right.
Play fake. Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, Mayfield. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
CeeDee Lamb.
His second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Falcons 52, Bears.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Bearcats remain at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I'm wondering.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Atlanta,
they level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.